doing the muffler install. For you that don't know, I got a Yoshimura slip-on muffler for my 2017 Can-Am Renegade XMR 570. The bike currently has 4.5 hours on it. This is what it sounds like with the stock exhaust. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit and I'll do a little loop around the neighborhood so you guys can hear what it sounds like. And then we'll go ahead and do the installation and then hear what it sounds like afterwards. Alright, well, so far we've got all of our bits and pieces sorted out. It did come with this spring tool, which I think is pretty neat. I've never seen one of them. I usually just use a pair of needle nose. I know I said that I was going to take the spark arrestor out, but for now I am going to leave it in. Weird thing enough, normally when you buy something it comes with instructions, but apparently I have to go to www.instructions.brp.com to see how to install this. I know it will be fairly easy, just remove and reinstall, but I just want to make sure that I get all these pieces in the right spots and not end up with extra hardware like I do a lot of the other times that I put things together. Well, before I go ahead and start this installation and, well, disassemble and installation, I figured I'd look up the instructions. What you do when you go to that website, it's going to pop up with this. Get your part number. You can go to your box, find your part number right there, type that in, hit search. Searching. There's ATV kit Yoshimura slip-on exhaust for a Renegade. Click that. Then slowly bring up our instructions because our Wi-Fi is terrible here. Oh look, I can hit print and just look at it. Got all our parts. Oh, there we go. Loosen exhaust pipe clamp, remove muffler retaining bolts. Yeah, disassembly is pretty much straightforward. So I'm just going to go ahead and start taking everything apart, and I will refer back to these when I'm installing. Well, I really didn't want to have to do this, but looks like I'm gonna have to take the rear bumper off to be able to slide the muffler out, and it'll make it easier, I guess, getting the other one in. It's just 2 bolts up top, 2 bolts on bottom on both sides. I guess I'll start doing that. Well, that was a lot more than I anticipated it to be. So, those 8 bolts that I told you guys you had to remove, yeah, well, there was 4 more on top. Had to take off this. I had 4 zip ties I had to snip. I had these 2 up here, which they were so nice to put a Allen bolt on top, so I had to get in there. Wow, I do not like how flimsy that is. What if I get rear-ended? That bumper's just gonna go straight up into my back. But here's your bumper. Scratch the paint. That gross thing out of there. Put this over here. Alright, well, we ran into a few more stops. When we let off where I left you guys off, I had the muffler and the bumper off. I have now temporarily installed the bumper. And so what happened is, this is an XMR. It has this style rear bumper. It's different from the Renegade. The Renegade just has like a little circle bar that's different. Well, this exhaust system is made for that Renegade base model rear bumper. So what I had to do is pretty much make it work. I drilled 2 holes up here. There's a mounting plate on top, or a nut plate, to bolt that in. And then down here, I pretty much just put a longer bolt, 2 nuts on each side to be spacers, and then just tighten these down. It bowed it out. But I know I said I wasn't going to be haggard with this thing, but gotta do what you gotta do. I didn't want to just not have a heat shield, because that right there is the gas tank. So pretty much I just, I don't know what I was just doing with the camera, but pretty much I just made it work. And now we can continue with installation of the muffler. Okay, we got another update here. We got bumper is all mounted down, got the muffler in. Everything's all put back together. All I have left now is getting the pipe on, which seems to be fairly easy. So I am going to go ahead and do that and be back.